game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. So Indiana's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Fires to the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Beckham. Gets it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got him back on their heels.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nice move to keep running. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Toss to the left. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. Touchdown Wolverines. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Here's the pressure. Forced out of the pocket. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The play-action fake. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially with...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. The 10. Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over San Diego State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get him in passing situations, continue.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Just keeps slinging it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Walters. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Made a defender miss. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Play number 9 on this drive. sends it back in motion. Now the play fake. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The run from the shotgun. He breaks the tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Turning it on! He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To the ground with the back. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much running room as he had hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Crosby. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Picks up the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Lanier. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Rushes on him. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The ball is going to be downed at the 35. So the decision. And made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Defense looks like they're coming. Dropping back, it's Suggs. Fires complete on the crosser. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Breaks the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turns it on at midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Beckham. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Snagged out of the air. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Beckham. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. The quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to...
Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Suggs. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.